8 nations, 1 baton, 4 legs between here and gold. Great Britain charges hard, France and Poland right on their heels. This is the 4x400 final. 4 runners, 0 margin for error. 1 bad exchange and a medal is gone. Who has the depth? Who has the nerve when it matters most? The gun fires and everything changes. Clarissa Vianelli leads off for Italy in lane 8 at the European Under-23 Championships. Rebecca Grieve opens for Great Britain and Northern Ireland in lane 7, a squad many consider the strongest in this field. Laurent Falema gets France going in lane 6. The reigning champions are back, and they're here to defend. Lena Liege carries the baton first for Germany in lane 5, a team very much in contention. Natalia Rojas sets Spain in motion from lane 4. Leading a dangerous Spanish quartet. Kaya Simasachi takes the opening leg for Switzerland in lane 3, with Audrey Werro set to anchor. Claudia Osipiuk steps up on the first leg for Poland, running out of lane 2. Laura Techa Johanna van der Veen leads off for Norway in lane 1. A slight change to the expected order, with Nora Haugen set to anchor for the Norwegians. 8 nations, 1 championship title, and no margin for error. Great Britain and Northern Ireland come in as heavy favorites. They've got individual finalists across this quartet, and that kind of collective speed is hard to match at any level. But France are the defending champions. They didn't show up just to hand gold over. Spain, Germany, and Poland can all crash the podium if the exchanges are clean and the legs fire in order. In a 4x400, a single bad handover can erase a whole race plan. The tension here is real. 8 first legs are set. The stadium is locked in. Women's 4x400 meters final, and it's about to go. They're off. Rebecca Grieve rockets out of the stagger for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. She's moving beautifully down the back straight, opening a gap early. France and Poland are right in the hunt. Grieve drives hard through the bend, and Great Britain are in front, heading to the exchange zone. Clean handoff, and Emily Newnham takes the baton for Great Britain. Cool, composed, extending that lead with every stride. Vivian Morgenstern pushes for Germany. Jaeger for Norway is lurking, trying to stay in contact, but Newnham looks completely in control out there. Poppy Malik takes the baton for Great Britain, and she is gone. Focused, powerful, pulling away. Balde goes wide for Germany. France are pushing through, fighting for medal position. Malik is flying down that back straight. Yemi Mary John gets the baton and Great Britain have a gap. Spain's Rocio Arroyo takes off in pursuit, going round the outside. She was second in the 800 meters and she is chasing hard. France's Alexe Deau is moving too, hunting bronze. Yemi Mary John dips on the line. Great Britain wins, gold and a championship record. Spain takes silver, France claim bronze. The British team pours into lane 7. Arms up, pure joy. This is exactly what they came here to do. Yemi Mary John, who anchored this relay to gold, is mobbed by her teammates. They never left first place, not once. From Grieve's opening stride to John's dip at the line, Great Britain and Northern Ireland were in front the whole way. The time, 3 minutes, 26.52. A new championship record. 4 women who had individual finalists across the squad, and they delivered every single leg. This quartet was in a class of their own tonight. Spain takes silver in 3:28.06, a national under-23 record, and they should be proud of every leg they ran. France grabbed bronze in 3:28.37, also a national under-23 record. Alexe Deau held that third place on the anchor and made it stick. Both nations ran out of their skins tonight, but this evening belonged entirely to Great Britain and Northern Ireland, who led from the first exchange and never once looked back. Watch it back in slow motion, and you see just how complete this performance was. Rebecca Grieve off the line. Look at that drive phase. Immediate aggression, no hesitation. She comes off the stagger in command and never lets the field settle. By the top of the back straight, she's already got daylight. First leg, executed clean. Into the exchange zone, and the handoff to Emily Newnham is smooth. Baton secure, stride barely broken. Newnham glides right into her rhythm. She ran the championship record in the 400-meter hurdles, and you can see that class here. Long, relaxed, in control, while Germany and Norway try to close the gap and can't. Second exchange to Poppy Malik, and it's the same story. Clean, efficient. Watch Malik accelerate out of that zone. She stepped up to senior competition this season and ran with the composure of a veteran. She goes wide on the bend, forces the pace, and by the time the field turns for home, the race is effectively done. Then Yemi Mary John on the anchor. She's run the Olympic relay heat. She knows exactly how to protect a lead under pressure. Spain come with Arroyo. France push through Deau, but John is measured and fierce, and she is not going to be caught. She dips at the line. Every exchange was clean. Every leg delivered. That's a gold medal relay performance from start to finish. Scoreboard confirms it. Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Championship record, 3:26.52. Emily Newnham, championship record in the hurdles, and now this. What a championship she's had. Yemi Mary John, individual gold 2 years ago, and now relay gold on top of it. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, championship record holders, European under-23 champions. 4 women, 4 legs, and a wire-to-wire performance that left no doubt. Gold was theirs from the first step to the last. Great Britain never trailed. Rebecca Grieve took the gun in lane 7 and established position on the first bend immediately, setting a tempo the rest of the field couldn't answer. The race was effectively decided not at the finish line, but at the first exchange, where Grieve handed to Emily Newnham with a lead that was real, not a stagger illusion. From that point, every British leg extended the margin. When Yemi Mary John came off the anchor exchange with clear daylight, the only question left was the clock. The tactical picture is straightforward, but the execution was clean throughout. Lane 7 means running staggered ahead of most of the field, which creates a pacing trap as much as a psychological edge. Grieve avoided it. Newnham, who had already run the championship record in the 400-meter hurdles at this same meet, carried that fitness into the relay and kept Germany and Norway from closing. Malik on the third leg went wide on the bend and forced the pace. John closed it in 3 minutes, 26.52 seconds, a new championship record. The cluster behind Great Britain tells you this final had genuine depth. Spain took silver in 328.06, France bronze in 328.37, Germany fourth in 328.66. 3 teams separated by 0.6 seconds for the places that weren't first. Rocio Arroyo came wide on the anchor for Spain and gave legitimate chase, and the Spanish squad ran a national under-23 record doing it. France's Alexe Deau held third on the anchor under pressure from Germany. The real story in those 3 places is how tight it was, and how far ahead of all of them Great Britain finished. The gap from gold to silver was 1.54 seconds. That's not a close race. That's a different race. 26.52 is a championship record at under 23 level, carries weight when you look at where the individual legs came from. Newnham with a championship record in the hurdles, John with Olympic relay experience, Malik in her first senior season running without visible nerves. That's not a squad cobbled together. It's a relay unit built on 4 runners each near their individual ceiling on the same day. That kind of collective quality across all 4 legs is what keeps rivals from targeting a single weakness, and there wasn't one to find here. What comes next is the senior circuit, where the margins tighten and the competition deepens. But a team that runs 3:26 wire to wire at this level, with a championship record and a 1.54 second winning margin, has already made the argument. They're not a future story.